Okay, we are connected to the server now and we will see how to write a simple scripts using Emacs now, and later on we will see how to do that with VI or Vim. So I will generate a new script called script1 emacs-NW, no window, script1.sh. The .sh is for me and also for Emacs to bring up the menu associated with bash scripts. Okay, as you know, I bring this back to the background for a moment. I can write commands here using flags or whatever. I can do the same within the scripts. So I bring it to the foreground, and the first command I will write here will be this simple command. So I can write several commands separated in different lines, and then they will be executed one by one from the top to the bottom. So this is the first command. Then I can write a comment. Comments in bash are denoted with the hashtag. This is a comment. A comment is not executed, as you know. Now this is another command. I will use the command echo. Echo is like print. Echo second command. And this second command will be as specific as, let's say, for this file. And then echo third command, and make directory test01. So in this file there are one command here, this ls, and there is a second command, this echo, a third command, this ls, the fourth command, this echo, and the fifth command, this make directory. You can put also in the script commands like cd. It will change directory within when this script is executed. So let's say that we will go to the directory test1 or test01 that we will create in the previous command, and then we'll write pwd to print out the current working directory, which should be within the test1, and so on. Okay, to save this, I write Ctrl+X, I press Ctrl+X, Ctrl+S. So you see here route and the address of the file. And I can close it since it's saved, but I will just send it in the background because maybe I will want to modify it later. So let's -30lh, the last one is this one. I can execute it writing bash script1, and you see that so here I wrote the command. It's a bash script, so I use bash to run it. The first thing was this ls for the whole directory, it's up to here. Then it prints out second command, then it's a specific ls for this file, then it prints out third command, and then it was the cd command that goes inside the test01 and prints out the working directory. And you see that I run everything within the script. The current directory is actually the directory where I ran the script. So even though the directory changed within the script, it didn't change for myself when the command was finished. Bring to the foreground to show you some more things for Emacs. So we already saw how to navigate Emacs with Control P previously, previous line, Control N next line, and Control F forward, or Alt F go to the next word, or Alt B go to the previous word. In Emacs we can see something like, we can put the line numbers in the beginning, like writing Alt X, and Alt X, you see here that writes M dash X. Whenever you see the M, it's actually the Alt button. And if you see this Alt X here, it waits for some command. So Emacs accepts several commands. If you read the reference guide of Emacs, I will show you that in a minute, you can see that Emacs can accept several commands. One of these commands is the linum mode command, which will show in the beginning of each line the line number. So this line number 1, line number 2, line number 3, line number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Okay. So you can type commands here, and you can do other things as well. For example, let's say that you want to select this region and you want to copy it. So I go here, I press either Control and the space bar, or this is the usual command, the usual way, Control space bar, but in this computer it's Control Shift space bar. And you see here on the bottom mark set. Then I can use the navigation buttons, so the arrow that points down or the Control N, to select lines. So I selected this region here, and now I can copy it using the keyword Alt W. So Alt W will bring this, whatever I have selected within Emacs, in a specific copy buffer of Emacs. It's not the same like the copy buffer of Linux. And then I can press Ctrl Y and will paste it. Again I can press Ctrl Y and will paste it again. So if I run this command, it will write, if I run the script, it will run third command, it will try to generate this directory, but since this is created, probably it will report an error. Then it will type it will print out third command again, it will try to create this directory, it's already there, so it will print an error. Third command again, and then it will print an error. It will go inside the test01 and it will print out the working directory. So I save it, Ctrl X, Ctrl S. I bring it to the background. It's here. So bash and script 1, it will do what we said before. And FG, I bring it to the foreground. So we can in Emacs we can search for words or patterns. So if I'm here, I can I can press Ctrl S, and I can search for some word. For example, this is case insensitive. There is only one time and searches for that. If I search for the word third, you see that it finds it here. It is the first occurrence, but highlights also the next occurrences. With Ctrl S, I go to the next occurrences. So I can go also backwards, Ctrl R. Ctrl S forward search, Ctrl R backward search. Another useful command is the replace, which is Alt Shift and 5. So I can replace third with fourth. If I press now, let's do it again. the spacebar, it will do the replace. So I replaced third with the word fourth. Now again, let's do it. Let's replace now fourth with the word third. And so on. Okay, so it's easy to replace words. I say that it's Alt, Shift and 5 to do the replacements. If I want to avoid some replacement, let's say that we are here and I say okay, replace third with second. I replace this one and then I want to skip this, I press N. And if there is, so let's put some more here, echo second command, echo second command, replace second with third. Do this replacement, skip this one, so I press N and then it goes to the next one. If I want to replace this, I press the spacebar. So with the spacebar you do the replacement, with the N, simple N, you skip the replacement and you go to the next occurrence. Now Emacs is really like an operating system itself. It has really several shortcuts and commands and everything. If you want to find more, you can go to you can type GNU Emacs reference card, and there is this nice PDF here that I have printed out actually for myself, because I always forget all these options that it has here, and you can have it next to your desk and use it when necessary. Okay, these are for the moment regarding Emacs. If I will remember more things, I will continue with that. So I saved it, and to go out, Ctrl X, Ctrl S I use to save it, and Ctrl X, Ctrl C I can close it, close the file. Now the way that I ran the script one was like that. I used bash to run the script, but I can make it executable and run it directly as I will show you now. So I can make it executable by changing the mode of the file and putting the +X flag on it. So now it's executable. I can see that by typing ls-l script1.sh, and you see that it has a 6 flag here. And now I can run it by using ./script1. So the path of the file and the file name. The path of the file can be either absolute or relative, and here is relative because I refer to the current directory and the name of the file, and will run whatever is inside there. You could use also the absolute path, which is home, student, Linux, Pavlos Pavlidis, and then script1, and it will run exactly the same things. And this is for the Emacs, okay, and the next video will be about VI or Vim.